Welcome, beautiful Paris Saint-Germain family. I was scrolling on Twitter and I saw this tweet right here from Foot Mercato. We've seen a lot of Parisian supporters debating this in recent days, so we'd like your opinion. Which one of Vitinha and Marco Verratti is the better, according to you and your friends? And I said, I love Vitinha, but we have to respect Verratti. And these were the comments. What's this respect to Verratti? Is literally a PSG legend. How the fuck your fan base get to the point? Again, I don't see it as disrespects me. I just see it as low IQ and low intellect. Vitinha is better. Vitinha better. Joao Neves too. I love Verratti, but he never was a professional. He had the better of the two, but Vitinha will go down better in PSG history. I mean, if we're talking about how he will go down, that's an entirely different conversation. We respect Verratti, but Vitinha is 2 seasons in a row the best midfielder in the world. Vitinha has time to reach Verratti, but that statement alone means he's behind. Marco was world class year after year. Vitinha is better, bro. Much respect for Verratti, but Vitinha is much more versatile than him. I think Vitinha is more versatile than Verratti, but I mean that doesn't make Valverde is more versatile than Messi. Is he better than Messi? No. Okay. So my honest thoughts about this entire Verratti Vitinha stuff is, come on. This is the issue I have with recency bias. Because if we're gonna talk about who's gonna end as the better PSG player. Look, if Paris Saint-Germain wins 1-2 Champions Leagues whilst Vitinha is here, obviously, the legacy of him and the other PSG players is going to be higher than the previous one. But if we're strictly talking about ability, if Vitinha is now 24, if we compare a 24-year-old Vitinha to Verratti, Verratti still wins it. Are we going to say he was clearly better? He was miles ahead better? We don't have to say that. I think both are incredible players. Incredible players. I'm so fortunate. Like, we PSG are so fortunate that we went from Marco Verratti to Vitor Ferreira, dictating the games, bossing it in the biggest Champions League games. That's one thing I loved about Marco Verratti. Sometimes he was injured here and there, sometimes misses games. But whenever the Champions League anthem turned up, he was the best midfielder in the world. He was the best midfielder in the world. When we played against Liverpool, and Verratti was the sole midfielder in that game and absolutely cooked the Genge press of Klopp. When we played Manchester City, and at that time we weren't even that good, but he completely bossed the midfield versus Manchester City. Even Pep had to go out after the game and applaud Marco Verratti's performance. I love Vitinha. I would love Vitinha. I love Verratti. But please do not disrespect Verratti, as I've said. The thing about Marco Verratti, if we're talking ability, at the moment Vitinha is not Verratti's level. Will he be on Verratti's level? Maybe. I don't think so, but he could, because we don't know about the future. But if we're talking about legacy and impact at the club, Vitinha has to do what he's been doing now for the past 2 seasons. At least 7-8 seasons. Because Verratti joined in like 2012, was like a cemented starter, 13-14, and was that until 21-22. So that's nearly 10 years. So we have to respect Marco Verratti. We can prop Vitinha. He deserves so much prop from us Paris Saint-Germain fans. I'm seeing constant prop from non-Paris Saint-Germain fans towards Vitinha. And I love seeing that, and I want that to continue. But Marco Verratti, the legacy he has at this club, and for how long he did it, Vitinha has to match that before we can go into any conclusion about the legacy they had at the club. But as I mentioned, trophies is a big part in legacy, unfortunately, which means that if Paris Saint-Germain managed to win a Champions League, which unfortunately Marco Verratti couldn't, it will obviously help Vitinha's legacy. And this doesn't just go for Vitinha and Verratti. If we win the Champions League with Dembele as our main man, he suddenly potentially has a bigger legacy than Mbappe, Neymar, Ibra, all of these players. That's just how it is. And that's something I completely understand, because that's how people see legacy and everything. But if we're talking about strictly individual ability, 24-year-old Vitinha to 24 Verratti, 24 Verratti wins. Will Vitinha at 27 be better than Verratti at 27? We'll see. I don't think so, but we will see. And I don't like how people are saying this Vitinha Verratti stuff. Like, come on. Please. Come on. Come on. Well, let me know in the comments down below. What do you guys think? Is Vitinha already better than Verratti? Let me see. That's been it from boy PSGINT. And as usual, allez, Paris.